an H on her face. My friend said, what if her date says, gee, hon, you look great, but what's that smell? Wouldn't you feel like an asshole? But with me, it's not so much on aging as my infrastructure is breaking down. For instance, I signed up for something called Kundalini Yoga. Why? I thought it said Cunnilingus Yoga. You should have seen their faces when I showed up in my crotchless pants. If these lips could speak. But not only that, even worse, last month, a good friend, well, a former good friend, invited me to a la-di-da charity event. Well, I forgot the rest of the fucking joke. No, I should never have gotten stoned before. I knew it was a mistake. Anyway, well, we'll forget that joke. But let me tell you something. I'm not happy with my body, with the changes. Like, for instance, my boobs are sagging. Yes, my cups runneth over. I used to be a 34B, now I'm a 34 long. I mean, I've seen guys at the beach with more uplift than me. And when I say my boobs are going south, I don't mean Miami Beach. No. Right about now, they're crossing the equator. Not so bad in the winter because they keep my knees warm. I don't even know where my nipples are. I haven't seen them in a month. Well, you know, a lot of women can wear like stretch bras. I had to get a winch. And just to make my day complete, okay, this morning I read, as a woman ages, her vagina drops. Well, I guess I'll have to date shorter guys now. But I don't want you guys to get uppity because gravity is not your friend either. You know what happens to Mr. Testes when you get older? Round ball. But it's not all bad news. I got to create the signature drink for seniors. It's equal parts vodka and prune juice. We call it the plunger. But you know, I know you young girls, you can't relate. I mean, you get up off a chair, everything gets up with you. Bitch. I get up off a chair, I have to take inventory. Oh, I left my behind. So, let me tell you a little background. I grew up in a typical Jewish family. My grandmother's last words were, take a sweater. And my father never met a woman he didn't like, except for my mother. But she got back at him. For 40 years, she overcooked his dinner. So I'm going to get a little help from my cheat sheet. Because getting stoned wasn't very bad idea. Anyway, so in my family, I was the rebel, right? I felt my family lacked diversity. So I got engaged to a goat named Joey the Hoof. But it didn't turn out. My parents wouldn't let me marry him because he wasn't Jewish. But I never got to know my mom. When I was just a little kid, she told me she had a surprise for me. It was a restraining order. And my education, let me tell you, I really had a good education. I went to Hebrew Union College. studied comparative suffering. You know, I thought about criminology, but suffering was a better fit. But let me tell you about my first job after school. It was a gem. I was in charge of a new exhibit. It was in New York at the Jewish Museum. I was a curator of a brand new exhibit called Famous Foreskins. We had everybody. We had Freud, we had Einstein, we even had Gershwin's. His was shaped like a little G Clef. But anyway, most of my life I've been a nonprofit. Not through choice, you know. I grew up with no money. I mean, we were so broke, I used car fresheners for earrings. And I need a little more help. That was very strong grass that I was let me say this. Most people think that if you're a performer, you're really confident. This is not true. No, I am so sensitive. If you're rude to me, I get a yeast infection. I'm going to level with you. I had a yeast infection, and here's what I do. I contact my friends in California, because they're all into home remedies. And my girlfriend said I should douche with vodka. No, not douche with vodka. It sounds like a good idea. She said I should douche with yogurt. My other friend said I should douche with buttermilk. And the third said baking soda. Well, I tried all three, and now I feel like I'm going to give birth to a pound cake. Anyway, let me tell you what I get a real kick out of. That we all come onto the scene so naive. The dating scene, the sex scene. Like girls, did we have any idea how boring a hand job is? Hey guys, will you do us a favor? Leave the TV on. I learned so much from my high school Chinese boyfriend. Wow, hung. No, he was a great student. When he finally located my G-spot, he highlighted it. Incipient Alzheimer's, that's what it is. I'm talking dirty. Anyways, I'm finally. Oh yeah, you know, I started dating younger guys, and check this out. Some guy asked me out if I could have been his mother. Fuck it, I could have been his grandmother. And I wondered, what is it like to discipline this kid? Go to your room. I'll meet you there in a minute. I was so embarrassed when he picked me up what my neighbors would think. I asked him to carry a Domino's box. And that was some great delivery. If those lips could speak. Now I have, just for me, I have 3 kids. Well, 3 kids I know of. And I don't know what else I'm going to do. But, so, you know, I am dating. The other day I'm out with this guy, and he says to me, talk dirty. I said he ought to see my apartment. L'chaim. You know, I don't want you guys to think I never clean. Okay, I change the sheets when there's a film on them. Oh, like you never spit off your sheets. I think dust gives a room character. In my house, we don't even have a bulletin board. We We write messages in the dirt, in the steps. Okay, so I'm really having a hard time with the grass, talk dirty. Okay, I am a little off tonight. I don't know if you guys could tell. You probably could fucking tell. I saw something the other day that really threw me. Did you ever see an uncircumcised penis? It looks like the Cape Crusader. I didn't know whether to say, fuck me or save me. And last night I was so stressed I was going to masturbate, but I had a headache. For a long time my only sex has been getting patted down at the airport. So anyway, so who here doesn't masturbate? Let me see. Oh, great. We can all go blind together. Now, my girlfriend is a therapist, and she says there's nothing wrong with masturbation because it takes off the edge. Sometimes it takes off the skin. I think the only thing wrong is it can get boring. It's kind of like, oh, it's you again. So I tried vibrators, but I'm no good with machines. No, I put it on auto reverse and I ended up buffing my teeth. My girlfriend tells me she has a talking vibrator. I can't imagine what it would say. A little to the left. Was it good for you? I can even remember my very first vibrator. I brought it home, used it with a little oil. The damn thing heated right up. I could have stir-fried on there. I mean, isn't it dangerous? I can see the headline now. Local comic dies in fire, found with charred vibrator. My time is low. Okay. So, oh, but you know something? Even with masturbation, there's no equal place for there's no equality for the sexes. Like, for instance, you guys have 1,000 things for what you do. Peel the banana, polish the pickle, pull the pork. Can't you think of anything but food? But what do we girls have to say, huh? What do we girls have to say? Put finger A on tab B. I'll tell you what I say. I say I'm plucking my one-string guitar. But this is really a savvy crowd, and you guys know that. Size doesn't count, unless you want to have intercourse. I've been researching and observing penises for like 50 years. I'm 51. Okay. And I gotta tell you, I'm still fascinated. I'm not saying they're pretty, but they are entertaining. Like girls, will you back me up when guys walk around naked with all that bouncing and bobbing? Tell me it's not a puppet show. So, anyway, last night, I'm losing my place again. My husband does one of these. I said, what? He said, my balls are sticking to my penis, and I have to rearrange. I mean, it sounds like he's talking about furniture. But guys, is this a big problem? You never heard of Pan? Pan for penises? Did you ever think that one of the balls is in charge? Like the alpha ball? Move over, you're cramping my style. Anyway, So, what's my timing now? 18. I always like to say a brief word about oral sex. More. Oh my God, I think I'm ovulating. How do you like your eggs? Okay. But I'm a big fan of oral sex. I am, and I take a look at myself and I say, how much time do I have? Okay? So I decided to get a tattoo on my labia. Raise your hand if you don't know where the labia is. Very savvy group. I'm getting a tattoo on my labia, and it's going to say, best of Eden by 2022. But I'm going to end with a question for you savvy people, okay? Here's my question. Why can't you guys make some sounds during sex? Are we supposed to create the whole soundtrack? Couldn't you at least cough? Whistle? Crack your fucking knuckles? And when you do come, could you please let us know? Like a tap on the shoulder? Maybe a fax. No, I've got it. A postcard. I've arrived. Having wonderful time. Wish you were here.